Okay, all you psychic warriors, welcome back to the frequency. Welcome back to this 10 meditation techniques for clearing your subtle energetic fields, activating the full light body. This is the final video, the grand finale. Activating the light body and the Merkaba. This is the major key alert for all activation. Okay, this is it. This is the great transcender. So, getting right into this. This is a combination of all 10 techniques discussed throughout this entire audio series, which you can purchase in the link in the description, or maybe you're already watching this. Thank you for purchasing. We're combining all of them. This is going to be rapid fire, so you need to have watched the other videos to fully understand what I'm saying here. But if you haven't, for watching this on YouTube or something, do this today and just see what happens, because this stuff is powerful, very powerful. You may not understand the entirety of the technique, visualizations, and like skills I'm teaching, but still try this. Ready? Number 1, be grounded. Okay, ground yourself, like the first meditation we talked about. Ground yourself into the ground, and then establish a flow. This is going to the third part of the basics. Establish a flow up. Flow through every cell of your body, connected up. Okay? So you're establishing a flow that starts way beneath you, comes from Earth, goes all the way through you and out into the cosmos and connects back up there, okay? It's like 2 big spheres and then like an hourglass, right? Because we are the vessel at the center. And right now, we are blocked up, stagnant, not moving, and not aware. So we brought energy up and we're flowing it up. Okay, now bring our awareness up to the cosmos. Expand your awareness and sensitivity to like what the cosmic connection feels like, what the highest frequency feels like, what the above is, right? And then grab it, just like you were God, because you are God. Grab the energy above you and pull it back down the vessel into the ground and connect it back down. Establishing the two-way flow, the end of the basics. The two-way flow is the most powerful understanding and tool for moving energy, because the two-way flow is all about permeation and equalizing. Because if you have a blockage, if something is polarized against other, you need to eliminate the barrier and allow both to flow both ways, and bang, they're equalized. No more blockage, pure flow. When you can establish pure flow, when you can fully activate the Merkaba and two-way flow, you have successfully transcended the separation, the Maya, the lower density. Okay, this is everything. So by bringing that flow up, you're establishing the upward triangle, and then by bringing the flow back down, you're establishing the lower triangle. And these triangles, that's just a symbolic representation of the energetic flow. This is why the heart center chakra right here is symbolized by the 6-pointed star, the two-way flow, because that is the pump, the fuel, like the major heart that is creating the force to flow energy down and up. Okay, so this is the basically the blueprint and the visualization for how the Merkaba looks, because the Merkaba is essentially a triangle, or a prism, right? A pyramid, a downward facing pyramid, out from the shoulders, and goes down into the ground to our very lowermost root connection, and then the upward facing pyramid from our base chakra, right, from our hips out, and then up through the shoulders, up through the neck, straight to the crown. Okay, that is the upward facing pyramid. So once you have established a two-way flow through the entire body, therefore all cells, all blockages, and all streams are flowing both ways and in all directions at once. Therefore, no blockages or stagnant energy can exist because we are existing in one flow, in oneness. We are in oneness and equalized with the ocean which we exist within. This is going back into the last passive meditation, the meditation where we activated and imagined ourselves to be completely light and equalize with the outside environment to allow permeation to connect in to this infinite glowing white ocean around us and within us to make it all one. When you have this oneness, right, and you have the flow from the above to the below, you are harnessing the above and below like the emerald tablets all in one. You are harnessing the force of the universe. The last point of activating the Merkaba is creating the spiral motion. I'll throw an image on the screen right now of what this looks like. Okay, you want to start spinning the prisms in opposite directions, kind of like a UFO, right? As fast as you can. So when you're breathing in, what you're doing is focusing on, bringing your awareness to those two prisms, right? Making that 6-pointed star. Bring your awareness there and energize them. Build up the light in them. Really pressurize, pull in energy from your surroundings, up from the ground, down from the cosmos, everywhere. Right into these two spinning prisms, the Merkaba, right? And spinning them both ways. So to do this, what you're doing is focus on the upward facing triangle first. Focus on bringing energy up and spiraling it. Spiraling the energy instead of just making that one stream, right? Make that one stream, build it up strong, but spiral the stream and then imagine with that very vivid imagination. This is going to rest primarily in the realm of visualization until you can get really good at this, because when you do activate your Merkaba and you can feel it, it's insane. This is how I made a tornado of wind around me. Okay, it's full light body activation. It feels like complete ecstasy. That's why I'm like kind of hyped up about this video, because this is awesome stuff. Spiral the energy up, and then with, in the realm of visualization, really start visualizing a slow moving prism that goes around you, right? And start speeding it up. So on each inhale, it spins up faster. And when you release, that speed just like magnifies and like continues. It's consistent. Then breathe in and spin it up faster even. And faster and faster. And on each exhale, you're releasing all the tension that is opposing that spin. So this spin is kind of like a vortex, right? Going up. And so on each inhale, we are building up that vortex, building up the energy in the stream, adding more light and healing energy to it. On each exhale, we're releasing all things in opposition, all things polarized, all blockages, all tension. We're releasing it all. So we're creating one unified upward vortex going through our entire body. And then we're going to do the same exact thing from the cosmic connection down into the root. So we are building the vortex, spinning it the opposite direction this time, spiraling the energy down, creating that flow from the above to the below, and building up and intensifying the speed of that spinning prism, the same exact way we did it coming up. So at this point, after you have built the upward one, then the downward one, now we're going to switch our focus and awareness to oneness, to the unity. So instead of giving breath, which is giving flow and animation to any one thing, we are focusing on the full picture now. We see the energy coming in and the energy coming up, right? We see a meeting at the center, and from the center is the big Merkaba, okay? Now we are focusing on the entire system at once. So when you breathe in, all you're doing is intensifying the full imagery. You are intensifying the flows and the spin all at once. All of it. You're just building it and making it stronger and stronger and stronger in your mind. That is kind of getting towards the... if you do that enough, you will get there, okay? especially if you really delve into each aspect of this, because just like the Emerald tablets say, we must separate the micro from the macro, the subtle from the gross. You must know each thing I just said, and all like in its entirety, all points connected to that, so that when you do this, you're actually flowing, moving, and connecting all energy across the entire spectrum in one flow, in oneness. Okay, this is the full Merkaba light body activation. For as you build up and progress to seeing all in oneness and understanding and feeling what flow in all directions feels like, go back and forth. Focus on building the single one that goes up, right? And then switching, just forgetting about it, leaving it how it was, and then building the one back down, building that up for a while, and then switching and building the one back up, right? And then switching back and building the downward flow again. Switching back and forth until it almost merges. It's effortless, right? And then going to the full visualization and imagination of the full picture. The goal is to be breathing with oneness as everything. The goal is to realize all the self, understand how you are drawing in and interacting with the infinite ocean of energy all around us, and how energy can flow in multiple directions on all planes simultaneously. The Merkaba can teach you tons. Try to do this meditation. It's wonderful. It's very healing. And combining spin with flow is one of the most powerful things in the world. And when you combine them both directions, all things happening at once, you can see in oneness. Come talk to me on the astral planes, because like I want to talk to you, God. Thank you for watching. I hope this like really shed some light on the Merkaba full light body activation. This is kind of like the key for if you ever looked into how to levitate and do levitation, it's rooted in the Merkaba.